Good day. Welcome to your lesson 4. We're going to talk about social networking. Before we start, I want you to get your pen and paper para makapag-take kayo ng notes. And now I will going to introduce you our lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you as a student will be able to first, describe the different functions of social networking. Second, identify common social networks where most people can be found today. And third, explain how to be safe yet effective in social networking. Sir, tungkol po ba saan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong araw na ito? So for our lesson outline, we have first, uses of social networks. Second, popular social networking platforms. And third, making the most out of social networking. So pumunta tayo sa ating unang topic, which is the uses of social networks. Para saan ba ang mga social networking sites na ito or social networking applications na ito? So SNS sites are platforms for self-expression, para ma-express mo yung self mo. People make one base sa kung anong gusto niyang i-share sa iba. Pero ang social network ay isa ding useful tool para ang mga kapamilya, friends, katrabaho, mga kakilala ay makapag-communicate sa isa't isa. Sa pamamagitan, sir, ng private messages, pagko-comments, or paggamit ng mga instant messaging applications. The social networking has many functions at bukod sa paghahanap ng kaibigan, ay pwede na din itong gamitin for business and establishing professional contacts. At ang mga sumusunod na aking babanggitin ay mga main uses o pangunahing gamit ng social networking services. Ang unang gamit ng ating social networking services ay for connecting. Okay. Social networks let you maintain close connections with your old friends, classmates, or relatives who live on the other side of the world. Ibig sabihin, malayo siya sa iyo. You can easily know how they look like at the present time, saan ba sila nagtatrabaho, saan ba sila nag-aaral, at mga iba pang personal na information that they share through your life as well. Sino bang magsasabi na mahirap mag-send ng email or mag-log in sa isang instant messaging application para makapag-send ng something sa isa mong kaibigan? So another use of our social networking services is here, communication. So with social networks, you can just log into your account and send a message to anyone on your lists. It can be a private message or a public message sent through a comment sa Facebook or testimonial on your friend's profile. If your SNS site has an instant messaging feature, you can also chat directly with your friends, like Facebook also. Kasi ang instant messaging feature na gamit ng Facebook is our Facebook Messenger. So again, the second use of our social networking services is for communication. So the third use of our social networking services is for self-expression. So ang puso at ang kaluluwa ng isang SNS site or application ay yung profile nung gumagamit nito. Because this is the place where you can express yourself through the statement or through a description or kalimitan through a picture and other stuff you post. Okay? Social networking gives you absolute control of what you want to share with your friends and what you don't. So ikaw ang may kakayahan na kumontrol kung ano ba yung gusto mong i-share sa iba at kung alin ang hindi. You can open up yourself to other users by posting your likes, dislikes, tasted, thoughts, and more things. Fourth one is for file sharing. So ipagpalagay na natin na nasa isa kang field trip at madaming pictures sa camera mo. And syempre, ang iyong mga kaklase ay magbebeg sa iyo para humingi ng kopya. So if your classmates and you is a part of a social network, you can just upload all the pictures into your account and let anyone who wants copies grab or download your pictures. In the same way, you can also grab your friends' photos videos, and other files they want to share. Ibig sabihin, ang nagaganap din sa social networking services is file sharing. At pwede mo rin naman isend yun sa kanila gamit ang instant messaging applications. And the last one, uses of social networking services is for community building. One of the top features of social networking is that ini-enable ka nito to build a community and meet new friends. You are also given the power to make your community as diverse, mas malawak, as you want because individuals from around the world sa buong mundo ay nag-a-access ng mga social networking sites. Not only can you make new friends, but you can also learn about the cultures, mga kultura, at mga salita kung paano sila magsalita, languages of other people. And now we are on our second topic, which is the popular social networking platforms. So ang aking mga babanggitin ay ang mga popular na social networking platforms or sites na ginagamit nowadays. At ito nga, nangunguna sa ating listahan is Facebook. So as a review lang ito kasi nabanggit ko na sa inyo dati ang Facebook. Facebook starts as an online community solely for Harvard students only. Pero hindi natin inaasahan na ang Facebook ay magiging worldwide. Facebook grew into a global craze and is now the most popular social network in the world. Facebook's fast growth is said to be because its more mature interface and advanced features. Kaya nga naman maraming nagkakagusto dito. Next naman is Twitter. So Twitter is a free microblogging service that lets its members broadcast a 140-character post called a tweet. The standout features of Twitter are its capability to let the users first send and read other users' updates, second, send messages, 3, follow and be followed by people, and fourth, use a third-party application such as Tweet Longer to send longer tweets. So kung kayo ay Twitter user, makukuha ninyo or na-experience nyo itong mga standout features na meron itong si Twitter. Nakakapag-send at nakakapag-read ka ng posts ng ibang tao, nakakapag-send ng message, nakakapag-follow at naifa-follow ka ng ibang mga tao. At dito nga, for you to send longer tweets kasi sa Twitter we have only 140-character posts. So, a third-party application is used para makapag-posts ka ng longer tweets. At ang tawag nga dun is Tweet Longer. Okay. So, the Google Plus. So, Google Plus is a social networking project owned by Google. Si Google ang may-ari ng Google Plus. The standout features of Google Plus are, anong meron? Cloud integration. Second, users can put related hashtags. 3, Hangouts app. And fourth, let users create and redesign Teamwords. Pag sinabi natin cloud integration, nakakapag-store ng files dito. And now we have the LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a business social network used by millions because it can open doors to career opportunities. So sa LinkedIn, maraming career opportunities. Most people use LinkedIn to get hired for a job or gig or to form a professional partnership. The notable features of LinkedIn are, first, it is like an online resume na kung saan nandito yung mga informations mo. A user can post his or her job experience, kung ano ba yung mga natrabaho mo na noong nakaraan, yung educational background mo, as well as your personal and professional interests. Third is the useful to recruiters or their hiring authorities kasi nga dito, marami ditong companies wherein they use LinkedIn para makapag-hire ng mga users na kung saan naghahanap ng trabaho. And the more online connections made, the better the chances of a member's profile viewed. So, pagka mas marami yung online connections mo, mas marami kang in-applyan, mas marami kang pinagpasahan ng resume mo here on LinkedIn, there is a better or more chances of the company will view your resume or your application. Okay? At ito nga ang iba pa sa mga social networking platforms na pwede mong ma-access. we have the Classmates Online. So this is a traditional social networking site with focus on reconnecting sa iyong mga nakaraang mga naging classmates or schoolmates. Second one is the Netflix. Ano po ang Netflix? So this is a social movie site that let users rate movies and meet people with similar movie tastes. So sa Netflix, nakaka-watch ka dito ng movie and you can watch it with other persons, or pwede kayo mag-share kung ano yung mga movie taste ninyo, kung ano yung mga paborito nyong panoodin. Next one is the DeviantArt. Okay. So this is an online community for artists of photography, sa mga nagpipictures dyan, digital art, filmmaking, and others. The Gaia Online. This is an anime-themed social networking and forums-based website. So nagkakameron dito ng usapan. Kasi sabi, Gaia is a forum-based website. The Shelfari. This is a social cataloging website that lets users build virtual bookshelves and rate and review books. So Shelfari is like a bookshelves wherein you can read books here. Okay? Passport Stamp. This is a social networking site where users can record their travels. So if you are a traveler, mahilig ka mag-travel, okay, you can use a Passport Stamp social networking platform. And the last, we have the Live Mocha. This is a social network service that let users learn language through lessons and support systems. So if you want to learn a language or a dialect, just use Live Mocha. At ngayon, nandito na tayo sa ating third topic, which is making the most out of social networking. Paano ka ba kikilos when you are using social networking platforms? So ngayon, naalam mo na yung mga uses of social networks and ano ba yung mga popular na networks na pwede mong gamitin. Ang tanong naman is, how can you make the most out of being a member of any social site? Paano ka ba kikilos? Paano ba maipapakita yung kakayanan mo? Paano ba mas magagamit ng mahusay yung napili mo or yung kabilang ka na social networking? Paano ba? So para malaman natin ang kasagutan sa tanong nating iyon, I will discuss you safety precautions when using social networking sites or platforms. Remember that your safety must always comes first before anything you do online. Kailangan safe tayo online. As in real life, hindi lahat ng people na nasa social networks ay mapagkakatiwalaan mo or may maganda silang intention sa iyo. And ang aking mga sasabihin ay 5 pointers para ma-increase mo yung personal safety mo as a social network user. Okay, pumunta na nga tayo sa unang safety precautions. First, don't share too much information. So, social networks let you share as much information as you want on your profile. So, dahil nga ikaw nakakakontrol ng profile mo, kahit anong i-post mo dyan. Thus, it is important to remember that not all people who can view your profile are harmless and you must not give all personal information asked for. It's the best that hindi mo ipopost yung full address mo, yung phone numbers mo, yung bank details mo, at yung iba pang mahahalagang details na meron ka. At mas maganda pa na i-restrict mo yung access sa iyong page and let only the people you know in real life view your complete profile and photos to lessen the risk. So, ibig sabihin noon, halimbawa, you are a Facebook user, wag kang mag-accept ng mga nag-a-add friends sa'yo kasi not everyone na nag-a-add sa iyo ay safe. Okay. Minsan pwedeng harasin ka nila or may masama silang intention sa iyo. So don't share too much information. Okay? Okay, the second safety precaution is to censor everything you post and upload. Pag sinabi nating censor, ang tabayanan mo. Okay? You have to think twice before uploading photos, videos, or other personal files. Kasi lahat ngayon ay kayang-kaya nang i-download at i-forward sa iba. At ang halimbawa nga dito ay halimbawa ikaw ay nag-swimming at may mga pictures ka wearing a bathing suit or bikini. Okay, so iwasan natin na i-post pa yon. Okay? Another thing is never share provocative photos, intimate details, or sexually suggestive files or thoughts online, as doing so increases the chance of you being harassed. So pag nag-share ka ng medyo kakaiba, yung sexually suggestive files, yung parang mga nagtotalk about ng sexually, okay, mas lumalaki lang yung chance na ikaw ay maharas, okay? So another thing is that maging maingat ka rin sa mga post mo, kasi anyone can be threatened or anyone can be offended sa iyong mga pinopost. Remember na ngayon na ang future colleges, mga colleges, schools, at ang mga employees, yung mga tumatanggap ng mga trabahador ay naggagawa ng background online check-in applicants. So, chinecheck nila bago ka matanggap sa trabaho, chinecheck nila yung background mo online. Halimbawa, chinecheck nila yung background mo sa Facebook. So, always keep your online presence clean and in good standing. Okay, third safety precautions. Be careful when talking to people you don't know. So, hindi naman katanggap-tanggap na ikaw ay nakikipag-chat or nakikipag-exchange ka ng messages sa mga taong hindi mo naman kilala online. Especially pag ikaw ay nag-join ng mga groups or networks na nagtotalk about sa isang certain hobby or sa isang interest. Okay? So, wag kang madaling magtiwala or magbigay agad ng personal information mo sa mga taong hindi mo naman nakikita na nice or helpful para sa'yo. Okay. Keep your conversations with strangers friendly. Okay. Okay ka pa rin kausap, yet professional ka dapat. Huwag ka makikipag-flirt or makikipaglandian sa mga strangers. Okay? Because many people ngayon, lalo na't online, they lie about what they really are. They lie about who they really are. Hindi nila sinasabi kung sino talaga sila. And if someone does something that makes you uncomfortable, stop talking to them or stop chatting with them. Ang gawin mo is i-block mo na yung profile nila. Okay. So if someone naman continues to make you uncomfortable or tinatakot ka nila or may ginagawa silang masama sa iyo, and you after you have stopped responding, hindi ka nagre-reply sa kanila pero nagchat-chat pa rin sila, message ka pa rin nila, inform your parents or any other adults basta nakakatanda sa iyo. Okay? Pang-apat is to protect your computer. Many social networks today have advertisements that contain malicious code which can infect your computer's system. Below are some ways to protect your computer from viruses, not just from social networks, but from other websites as well. So, ang gusto lang iparating nitong protect your computer is that marami kasi ngayon online ay nagkalat ang virus. Mas may lalabas dyan na advertisements or mga ad or commercials, tapos may pipindutin ka, okay, automatically magkaka-virus yung iyong computer. At ito yung mga pwede nating gawin ways to protect our computers. First, install an updated and strong antivirus system. So, mahalaga na merong antivirus software ang iyong laptop or ang iyong computer. Turn on the firewall. Nakikita yan sa settings. Don't open messages that look suspicious, especially those from people you don't know. Okay? Use passwords that are uncommon and hard to figure out. So, pag gumawa ka ng isang password, mahalaga na kakaiba ito. Okay? At mahirap siyang tandaan ng ibang tao. Pero ikaw, tanda mo dapat yun. Okay. The last safety precaution is this. Don't make social networking your life. Huwag mong gawing buhay ang social networking. So yes, social networking, siya ay nakaka-addict. Madali ka mafo-fall kasi napakagandang gumamit ng social networking wherein ikaw ay nakakapagpaganda ng account mo, nakakapag-post ka, nakaka-view ka ng updates ng mga kaibigan mo or nakakapag-communicate ka through these social networking platforms. But remember, tandaan natin na ang social networking platforms ay tool lamang. Gamit lamang ito at hindi to way of life. Hindi siya kasama sa buhay. Never replace real-life interaction and bonding with your family and friends with hours of social networking. So kung nandiyan ang family mo, talk to them. Don't use your hours. Don't use more of your time spending on social networking. Okay? If you find yourself spending more time each day on your social network accounts instead of making time sa iyong pag-aaral at being with people in person, halimbawa sa family mo or friends mo, you may in fact be addicted. Ikaw ay addict na ang ibig sabihin, and therefore you have to act on it for your own good. Kailangan mong kumilos, ano ba ang gagawin ko para hindi na umikot ang mundo ko on using social networking platforms. Okay, nalaman nga natin ang mga gagawin nating safety precautions on using social networking platforms. Ngayon naman, paano ba natin i-maximize yung paggamit natin ng social networking sites? Okay, first is to use social networks to mass communicate, promote a business, or announce a cause. Halimbawa, you are going to have a party or ikaw ay merong kaunting handaan sa inyo. The faster way na ikaw ay makakapag-spread ng news or makakapag-invite sa mga kaibigan mo is through an announcement using your social network. Halimbawa, mag-post ka sa Facebook mo na you are all invited. Ako po ay may party, may simple po akong handaan dito sa bahay. Punta po kayo. Or you can send them message. Okay? Or ang inyo bang pamilya ay may mga business or may isang maliit na business, kayo ba ay nagtitinda ng cookies, nagtitinda ba kayo ng kakani, nagtitinda ba kayo ng turon, or kung ano-ano mang pwedeng itinda, you can promote it fast and efficient through your social network na ginagamit. Okay? You can even post pictures. Pwede mong lagyan ng pictures ng mga goods or services na iyong ibinibigay sa mga tao. Pwede mo ding ilagay ang price lists and other information dun sa iyong gustong ibenta or sa service na gusto mong i-offer. Para naman ang iyong mga makakakita or makaka-view ay makakapagtanong sa iyo at ma-encourage sila na ay parang gusto ko nito. So on the further lessons, sa mga dadaan pa nating lessons, matatakel natin yung mga other ways to make money online. Okay? Or halimbawa naman you are supporting a cause or may sinusupport kang isang tao. So using social networking sites, madali na makapag attract ng tao para makakuha ka ng support mo dun sa particular na thing na kailangan mo ng support. Okay? Sir, paano ko pa mamamaximize yung paggamit ko ng social networking sites na ito? Okay, ito yung second natin. Learn from individuals who come from various walks of life or have various spheres of knowledge. Ibig sabihin lang nito, kasi social networking is a great way to locate people with similar interest. Kaparehas mo ng interest. Alam mo, kung ikay nakanta, nasayaw, madali ka makakapag-locate ng mga tao na kaparehas mo ng interests. Or if you are finding knowledge to share about things you need or you want to know more about, madali ka makahanap dito ng informations. For example, gusto mo matuto ng Japanese culture or ng Japanese language. Okay, magfa-follow ka lang ng mga tao na kung saan na mahilig sila sa Japanese. Okay. Halimbawa, kung ikaw ay may sinusupport or may idol kang singer, may idol kang dancer, okay, you're just going to search their names, follow them if they have the same social network as you. Kung ikaw ay mahilig sa cars, okay, pwede mong i-follow doon yung mga page na kung saan ang interest or ang pinopost ay about vintage cars, mga modern cars, okay. And here on your social networking, you can also communicate with the knowledgeable person na gusto mong may gusto kang matutunan sa kanila. Pwede ka makipag-communicate sa kanila. So in that way, you can maximize your use of social networking platforms. Okay, the third one naman is build a good online reputation. As mentioned earlier, maraming mga employers ngayon. Ano po sir ang employers? Yung mga tumatanggap sa trabaho. And universities, mga colleges, okay, ay naggagawa or nagsasagawa ng background check sa mga aplikante or sa mga estudyante nila. Okay, paano sir? Binoview nila yung social networking accounts ng mga yon. Okay. Kaya naman important na i-ensure mo na yung profile mo ay nagpo-promote lamang ng mga iyong kakayanan, ng iyong talents, ng iyong lakas, ng iyong strengths, and probably link to some of your works or other online spaces kung ano pa ba yung mga hilig mo, interest mo. Don't put your reputation down. Okay. Huwag kang mag-post ng mga derogatory messages such as I hate studying, ayoko na mag-aral. Bakit ba ganito ang sitwasyon ngayon? Bakit ba ganito ang education system ngayon? Gusto ko lamang mag-party. Yung mga gano'n, nagpo-post ka ng mga rants mo, ng mga kung ano-ano. Don't post those messages. Use your social network account as a tool to build a good online reputation, but in an honest and professional way. Dapat maganda ang paggamit mo or pag-maximize mo sa iyong social networking application or platform na ginagamit. So all in all, maraming dapat tayong isaalang-alang when using our social media accounts or social networking accounts. So ang ipayo ko lamang sa inyo, ang maipapayo ko lamang sa inyo is that be safe when using SNS platforms. Be aware sa mga pinoposts and build a good online reputation. Kailangan ginagamit natin ang ating mga social networking sites and applications, platforms in a good way. Kailangan nakikita sa atin yung pagiging isang tao na kung saan may moralidad. At tinitingnan ng mga bagay-bagay sa tamang paraan. At doon nga nagtatapos ang ating lesson 4, which is talks about social networking, mainly on social networking applications and how to maximize your social networking platforms. Okay, so that's all. I hope you learn. Okay, and now you can go to your worksheet, download it, and sagutan nyo na iyon. Goodbye everyone and God bless.